Tim Burton is not just a filmmaker, he's a genre unto himself. His movies are a captivating cocktail of Gothic elegance, quirky humor, and heartfelt storytelling. With a filmography as rich and unique as his, Burton has given us a treasure trove of cinematic gems that stand the test of time. From resurrecting ghosts to reimagining classic fairy tales, let's count down the top 10 reasons why Tim Burton's movies are unlike anything else in cinema history. The resurrection of Beetlejuice in 2024. Beetlejuice, the highly anticipated sequel to Burton's 1988 cult classic, stormed into theaters in 2024. Fans were thrilled to see Michael Keaton don the striped suit once again, delivering his signature mischievous antics. Winona Ryder returned as Lydia, while Jenna Ortega shone as her equally quirky daughter, Astrid. The movie masterfully blended nostalgia with new-age storytelling. It explored themes of family, legacy, and identity, all wrapped in Burton's quintessential Gothic humor. With a box office haul of $423 million and critical acclaim for its innovative visuals and heartfelt script, the film reminded everyone that Burton's creative spark is alive and well. Gothic visual aesthetics. The Burton stamp. If there's one thing you can identify within seconds, it's a Tim Burton film. His Gothic aesthetics are a visual signature, a concoction of eerie shadows, muted tones, and whimsical details. Think crooked staircases, exaggerated proportions, and towns straight out of a dream or nightmare. Films like Sleepy Hollow and Edward Scissorhands exemplify Burton's ability to turn darkness into something oddly beautiful. His worlds are both creepy and cozy, making you want to curl up in a haunted house with a cup of tea. Burton's visual style isn't just a treat for the eyes. It's an experience that stays with you long after the movie ends. Danny Elfman, the maestro behind the magic. Burton's films wouldn't be the same without the hauntingly beautiful scores of Danny Elfman. Their collaboration began with Pee-wee's Big Adventure in 1985 and has since become one of the most iconic director-composer partnerships in Hollywood. Elfman's music is like the pulse of Burton's movies. It brings the stories to life. Who could forget the whimsical tunes of The Nightmare Before Christmas or the melancholic melodies of Edward Scissorhands? Elfman's scores not only amplify the emotional weight of Burton's narratives, but also transport audiences into fantastical worlds where anything is possible. Practical effects over CGI, keeping it real. In an era dominated by CGI, Burton remains a staunch advocate for practical effects. His films feel tangible, almost touchable, because he opts for handcrafted sets, costumes, and props. Stop-motion animation, in particular, is a hallmark of his style, seen in masterpieces like Corpse Bride and Frankenweenie. Burton's practical effects give his movies a timeless quality. The characters and environments have depth and texture that CGI struggles to replicate. This approach not only honors traditional filmmaking techniques, but also gives his films a sense of authenticity that's rare in modern cinema. The Tim Burton acting troupe. Tim Burton's films are as much defined by their distinctive style as they are by the incredible performances of his trusted ensemble of actors. Burton's acting troupe includes Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, and Michael Keaton, among others, who have become synonymous with his Gothic worlds and eccentric narratives. Johnny Depp, for instance, is a chameleon in Burton's universe, portraying everything from the tender and enigmatic Edward Scissorhands to the flamboyant Mad Hatter. Helena Bonham Carter brings a whimsical yet emotionally grounded edge to her roles, whether she's playing Mrs. Lovett in Sweeney Todd or the Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland. Michael Keaton's unforgettable turn as Beetlejuice and his commanding portrayal of Batman highlight his versatility under Burton's direction. These actors share an almost uncanny connection with Burton, effortlessly bringing his eccentric, layered characters to life. Together, they create a cohesive, familiar energy that feels like stepping into a new chapter of the same darkly magical book. The Outsider's Tale, a Burton trademark. Tim Burton has a deep affinity for telling the stories of outsiders, the ones who don't fit in, who see the world differently, and who often find themselves at odds with societal norms. Characters like Edward Scissorhands, Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Victor from Corpse Bride embody this theme of isolation and longing for acceptance. Yet these characters often possess extraordinary qualities that set them apart, allowing them to shine in their unique ways. Burton's outsiders are more than just characters. They're reflections of the human experience, exploring themes of vulnerability, resilience, and the courage to be different. Through their journeys, Burton reminds us that what makes us weird or different is often what makes us extraordinary. His celebration of individuality encourages audiences to embrace their quirks and flaws, making his films a comforting sanctuary for anyone who's ever felt like they don't belong. Dark humor with a side of satire. Tim Burton's humor is like a dark chocolate truffle, rich, bold, and delightfully twisted. His films revel in macabre comedy, seamlessly blending the grim with the absurd to make audiences laugh, cringe, and think all at once. Take Beetlejuice, for instance. The afterlife is no solemn affair, but a chaotic, hilarious circus led by the irreverent titular ghost. But Burton's humor doesn't stop at simple laughs. It's a vehicle for sharp satire. Mars Attacks lampoons political leaders and sci-fi tropes with unapologetic wit, while Edward Scissorhands humors the artificial perfection of suburban life. Burton's dark humor is never gratuitous. It's an insightful commentary on societal norms and human absurdities. With his unique comedic lens, Burton holds up a mirror to the world, inviting us to laugh at the bizarre truths of our existence. German Expressionism, the artful influence. Tim Burton's visual style owes much to German Expressionism, a film movement renowned for its bold contrasts, distorted sets, and moody atmosphere. This influence runs deep in his work, from the angular buildings of Gotham City in Batman Returns to the shadowy woods of Sleepy Hollow. Burton channels the eerie, otherworldly aesthetics of classics, like The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and Nosferatu, into his own unique cinematic language. The exaggerated, dreamlike settings in his films don't just serve as backdrops. They're integral to the storytelling, mirroring the inner worlds of his characters. By fusing German Expressionism with his boundless creativity, Burton crafts visuals that are both emotionally evocative and artistically groundbreaking. His ability to transform influences from the past into something entirely his own is a testament to his genius and a key reason why his films remain timeless. Stop-motion animation, a labor of love. Stop-motion animation is not just a filmmaking method for Tim Burton. It's his passion and signature. This labor-intensive process, seen in masterpieces like The Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride, involves crafting every movement frame by meticulous frame, showcasing his unmatched dedication to the art. For Burton, stop-motion provides a tactile, almost magical quality that CGI cannot replicate. The skeletal residents of Halloween Town and the ghostly elegance of Corpse Bride's Emily are brought to life with unparalleled charm and detail. The imperfections inherent in stop-motion add a human touch, making these fantastical worlds feel authentic and immersive. By embracing this timeless technique, Burton elevates animation into a soulful storytelling medium that connects deeply with audiences. A visionary like no other, Tim Burton's genius lies in his ability to merge the whimsical with the macabre, crafting cinematic experiences that are equal parts fantastical and profound. He doesn't merely direct movies, he constructs entire universes where the bizarre feels beautiful and the outcasts are the heroes. From Edward Scissorhands to Big Fish, his films are imbued with a deeply personal touch, reflecting his own worldview. Burton's influence stretches far beyond his filmography, inspiring generations of filmmakers, artists, and storytellers to embrace their quirks and think outside the box. His legacy isn't confined to his movies. It's etched in the hearts of fans who find solace, wonder, and inspiration in his peculiar worlds. Truly, there is no one quite like Tim Burton. Thanks for watching, folks. If Tim Burton has taught us anything, it's that being weird is the ultimate superpower. So embrace your inner Edward Scissorhands or Jack Skellington. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more quirky content, and share this video with your fellow Missed It movie lovers. Stay wonderfully weird, and we'll see you in the next one.